The Texas State Medical Board today heard public comments wanting the board to clarify when doctors can legally perform abortions under the current state law. Earlier this year, the board gave a broad definition of what qualifies as a medical emergency, but there was a call for them to be even more specific. Fox 4's Alex Boyer monitored today's hearing and has more on what happened. Alex.
Hey, Steve, more than 30 people signed up to testify virtually before the Texas Medical Board. They included doctors, women who have sued the state seeking clarity to the state's medical exemption for performing an abortion, and the lawyers who represent them.
But the comment period is something that we do take very seriously. Your input, your suggestions are an important part of this process.
The Texas Medical Board heard hours of public testimony Monday, urging its members to clarify when a doctor can legally perform an abortion under the state's near-total ban.
Texas women are often not receiving quality care due to physician fear and misunderstanding of the laws.
After pressure from the Texas Supreme Court and an official petition, the TMB issued guidance in March laying out how the licensing agency would investigate complaints of prohibited abortions. Doctors who perform life-saving abortions may soon be required to document whether they first tried to transfer the patient to another facility to avoid terminating the pregnancy, a move met with pushback by plaintiffs suing the state for clarity.
We, as their legal team, believe that the board's proposal will only add further confusion to the situation that is unfolding in Texas, and for those reasons we oppose the rules as written.
Among those who testified, Kate Cox, who left the state to receive an abortion elsewhere as the Texas Supreme Court rejected her argument for a medical exception.
We should not force pregnant Texans to get sicker, to wait for an inevitable miscarriage and go through childbirth to deliver a baby that has died or will certainly die.
And it's because of people like you and everyone else that's here that'll help hopefully help guide us to make the rule better.
The board's in a tough spot, right?
Constitutional law attorney David Cole says the bottom line is the board doesn't have any lawmaking authority, which limits what they can ultimately do.
I'd be very surprised if they added something really substantive onto this that created meaningful carve-outs in significant areas, because that would open them up to claims they're allowing unlawful conduct.
So again, no decisions were made today. The Texas Medical Board will take today's feedback into consideration before it meets again in June, where further discussion is expected. The board's president did commit today to making it possible for patients to file complaints against hospitals.